Hello, my name is Matthew Witz, and this is The Great Big Geeks, and I just want to say, I love the Looney Tunes. I really love the Looney Tunes. I mean, who doesn't love these wacky and iconic characters that have brought laughter and joy from people throughout all generations? Whether it be from their shows or films, Looney Tunes is one of those franchises everyone knows. I have watched this film countless times over and over to the point where it's a problem. One might even say it's my drug. This is Space Jam. Space Jam is one of those films, while not making sense, still somehow manages to be a fan favorite of many people. With this mix of 2D and live action, Space Jam truly captivated audiences like myself for the love of the Looney Tunes and basketball. Starring Michael Jordan and Bill Murray as themselves, starring Wayne Knight as the dork named Stan, Billy West as Bugs Bunny, who you may also know as the voice of Fry, D. Bradley Baker, who is the voice of Daffy Duck but also voices Perry the Platypus in Phineas and Ferb. And it is produced by Ivan Reitman, who you may know as the director of Ghostbusters, a film Bill Murray also starred in. You probably already know the story of Space Jam, but you know, what the heck, we'll do a quick summary. The Looney Tunes are invaded by a group of aliens, little small aliens, who wish to enslave them as entertainment for their theme park. Bugs Bunny, being the trickster he is, ends up tricking the aliens into letting them play basketball to defend themselves. Oh, how wrong they were. The aliens, after learning a quick history lesson about basketball, ends up stealing NBA stars' talents. I'm not entirely sure how they do that. That is one of the flaws of the film because they don't really go into detail. It just kind of happens. While not only stealing the talents of the NBA stars, they're also able to grow massively as well as being mom stars. Get it? The Looney Tunes call upon Michael Jordan. At first he is reluctant, but eventually he gives in and helps Looney Tunes. Not only did Michael Jordan win, he was able to get the talent that was stolen from the NBA stars back. While this film is one of my favorites of all time, I do want to say it is not without its flaws. We already talked about how stealing talent of the NBA stars didn't make sense. What also didn't make sense was the fact that the Looney Tunes world was in the Earth's crust. I never figured that part out. Also, when the spaceship was flying across the baseball stadium, everybody was like, but they were like, if that happened in real life, everybody would be freaking out because it's a fucking spaceship. Hell, Michael Jordan was like, what was that? He was like, that doesn't happen. If there was a spaceship flying in the air, I guarantee you there have been mass hysteria. But even with its flaws, I do find this film very enjoyable. And of course, I can't talk about Space Jam without the soundtrack. From the Fly Like an Eagle cover all the way to I Believe I Can Fly by the infamous R. Kelly. But we all know which one is the best one. It is the Space Jam theme song, sung by the Quad City DJs. And as much as I love Looney Tunes and Space Jam, I do want to mention I find the whole thing with Lola Bunny a little bit weird because I've watched it countless of times, but I've never found fascination with Lola Bunny. Yes, I've had fascination with a rabbit, but it's Jessica Rabbit, that's a human, right? It's not really a rabbit. So I've always wondered, what is the fascination with rabbit? I don't understand it. I find that kind of weird because I can understand it if it's like a cartoon character, but it's like human. But that's an animal, so you understand where the problem is, I think there was a similar issue with Gadget from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and there was a whole cult or something. People are just weird. Despite the flaws and the weird stuff with the rabbits and mice and whatever, I do find Space Jam enjoyable. It is one of my favorite films of all time. I have countlessly watched it, and I have not got tired of it since. Anyways, I'm Matthew Witz. This has been a Big Geek Review. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe. It would mean so much to me and the channel. Have a great day.